Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited. We are talking about one of my most favorite topics of all. We're going to talk about hormones, hormone balancing, why your hormones might be out of whack, why you might be feeling all of these different symptoms that are going on. We're going to dabble a little into adrenal fatigue, essential oils that will help with hormone balancing, what I use for hormone balancing, and just some of my tips and tricks on how to manage all of these hormonal fluctuations and PMS and imbalances that you might be having. So before we dive into this video, you guys, if you're new here, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you aren't already subscribed. And check out my Instagram. I will link it up somewhere here so you guys can see all the things that I post all the time. And I'm a lot more active like day to day on Instagram than I am on YouTube. So with all of that said, let's dive into today's video. Alright, so diving into hormone imbalances. So your hormones can be out of whack for a number of reasons. A lot of the time, the biggest two main causes of hormone issues in women is toxic load. So all of the chemicals, the stuff that's in our food, the stuff that's in our makeup products, our hair products, our hygiene products, all of the toxic load, which is something that is like a whole nother video, but the toxic load of what you actually put in and on your body is actually insane. So most women come in contact with 55 chemicals, toxic cancer-causing chemicals, before 8 a.m. because of all the crap that's in our stuff. So it's actually pretty crazy. So that is one huge factor in affecting your hormones. Everything you put in your body and on your body affects your body and your cells in some way or another. So that can be a huge factor in hormone imbalance. Another major factor is stress. So we live in a very, very, very stressful world and stressful day to day. Now we're so plugged in, we're so tuned in. We have our day jobs and we have our families to take care of when we come home. We have our spouse to take care of, and then we have like no time to take care of ourselves because we're doing groceries and we're doing errands and we're doing this and we're doing that. And life is so crazy that most people, I would say, live in a very high stressed state. So I'm a huge believer in holistic medicine, as you guys know, and if you guys know because you follow my channel, I strongly believe that you can use medicine from a doctor if you choose to use that route. But there's a lot of studies that show that holistic treatment and holistic medicine is actually more beneficial and more effective than taking traditional Western medicine. So if you have a hormonal imbalance, and things that dictate a hormonal imbalance can be a lot of factors. So you can be having like hot and cold flashes, you can be having lots of breakouts, you can be having irregular periods, you can be having crazy PMS. Anything like that can like completely be a sign of your hormones being completely out of whack. There's a million other reasons or side effects. Like if you have a baby, your hormones get like jumbled and insane. If you're going to menopause or premenopausal, there's like so many factors into what causes hormonal imbalance in your body. So if you have symptoms, have these things, go to a doctor, get an opinion, see what they say. But chances are, if you take a hormone replacement or hormone therapy to fix the hormone issue, as your doctor would say, it usually causes more damage than not. Because the reason your hormones are out of whack is because of something that you're either putting in your body, your stress level, a situation in your life that you're going through, you just had a child, etc., etc. So those aren't usually fixable by a pill. They help change the state of the hormone, but they actually won't change the issue that's going on. So I'm a huge believer in essential oils because they attach onto your cell membranes. They actually absorb into your skin within 10 seconds. They are absolutely superbly amazing for balancing hormones. And there's a whole bunch of other things. So essential oils is one avenue that I love, but also other avenues like your diet and your exercise. All of those things are super, super important. So usually when our hormones are out of balance, there's other things that are out of balance that are causing hormonal imbalance. And people don't usually clue into a lot of these things. So a lot of those things include adrenal fatigue, which is a huge, huge factor in hormonal issues. Another thing is your thyroid. And then the final thing is usually your cycle, your menstruation, or you're in menopause, one of the two that causes a huge impact on your hormones. So the first thing is adrenal. I won't dive too much into adrenal fatigue because this is like a whole nother video and a whole nother topic, and I'm super, super crazy passionate about. So basically what happens, the basic science of it, is that when you get stressed out and you're in a stressed out state, your adrenals actually produce cortisol to help you manage the stress and manage the tension, manage your body going through this. So that's what happens. It's like when you go into like a fear state, that's your body is pumping out cortisol, and that comes from your adrenal glands, and it helps your body cope with the stress level. The problem with this is that this is your body's natural way of working through this issue, but what happens is that when you're constantly stressed, so like your stress is way up here and you don't bring it down and it keeps staying here, and then next time you're stressed it goes up here and then it keeps going, that's when you go into adrenal fatigue, because your adrenals are constantly firing out cortisol because your body's like, oh my god, I'm so stressed, I need to deal with this. It starts freaking out basically. It doesn't understand that it's just constantly pumping. So the more you pump cortisol, the more your adrenals are working, the harder they're working, the more stressed you are, and you continue to be stressed, the more pressure they fall under. So the adrenals are fighting for your body to like calm down, but you're not helping your body by putting it crap in it, by being stressed out, by not finding time to decompress or relax. So it just basically throws everything out of whack. So adrenals can lead to a number of things, like feeling completely exhausted, inability to deal with your stress levels, you get brain foggy, you have food cravings, high energy late at nighttime, and then when you first wake up you're completely exhausted, and late at night you're the opposite. So adrenals are super, super important. They go into hard overdrive, and I would say that a lot of people in this world are in an adrenal fatigue state, and you have no idea. Your body is so used to working overdrive that it's just completely burnt out. So a lot of things that are really good that I personally like to use for adrenal fatigue is using basil. Basil is a great essential oil for helping with overwhelming feelings, helping with anxiety. Basically, you can rub the basil into your forearms every single day, or you can put it onto your tragus, which is the little guy right here on your ear, if you guys can see, right there, and that is the pressure point for your adrenals. So applying some basil there. Obviously, be sure to be using a 100% pure essential oil that does not got any fillers or additives, but be sure to use a coconut oil with it, or some kind of carrier oil. So just put the carrier oil in your hand and then add a drop of the essential oil, rub that into your forearms, rub that into your ear, and push on your pressure point. So using a high quality essential oil is of course key to having great benefit and great result from this. And then of course another favorite of mine for adrenal fatigue would be lavender essential oil. Lavender is the oil that will help bring down the anxiety and the stress and help you relax, because you need to bring down your stress and relax so you can get your adrenals back in function. So it's great for like sleeping, putting in the diffuser, rub it on the bottom of your feet to get the most absorption into your body. Just find a beautiful way to get it on your body. I love personally putting it on my collarbones. I love lavender there. It feels so, so good to just rub it in and just get like super relaxed and super like feel good. Next thing that might be throwing your hormones out of whack is your thyroid. So it's actually a crazy study. I was doing some research, and 20 million Americans suffer from thyroid disease, and 60% of them don't even know they have a thyroid condition. It's crazy to believe that we live in this state where we don't understand what's going on with our bodies. It blows my mind. So thyroid issues can be usually are hormone induced, created by stress, created by, sometimes you just have a condition and you have something that is affecting your thyroid. Sometimes people are just born with it, or they develop a thyroid issue. There's not always a lot of rhyme or reason to a thyroid. It's just kind of something that can happen. I went through a phase where I had hypothyroidism. It was all induced by stress. So my blood pressure was high, my thyroid was not working properly because the stress was so bad. So adrenal fatigue can lead to thyroid issues and can cause thyroid issues. There's a lot of factors and a lot of reasons why this might be happening. Some of the symptoms include depression, weight loss or weight gain, dry hair and hair loss, dry skin, hot and cold flashes, and also insomnia as well. So some of the essential oils that are really good for thyroid health can be myrtle, lemongrass, and licorice. So myrtle oil is shown to be really, really healthy and really great for your thyroid. So you can massage it into the big toe, or just the area, the little area below your big toe. That's actually your pressure point for your thyroid. So you can massage it into there, or you can massage it into your throat. So the little butterfly, it's kind of in this area. It's just below where the Adam's apple would be. So I think it's like right about here. It's called, kind of, they call it the little butterfly. That is actually where your thyroid is. So massaging that oil into the thyroid on the neck area. Also massage lemongrass. Lemongrass is also really great, myrtle and lemongrass. And then using any type of licorice essential oil, ones that have licorice in them, are really great as an antidepressant. So helping to fight that fatigue and that depression that may be going on, because it is very hard when your thyroid's out of whack, because it's something that is really, really hard to manage and really hard to get under control. Usually you need to take medication for it, and I hate to turn to traditional medicine, but sometimes you just have to. You don't have a choice. But if you can combat those issues with essential oils, and I think it's a great alternative. And my personal favorite for both adrenal fatigue and thyroid issues is rosemary. Rosemary is an amazing essential oil. It's so beautiful and so grounding and so great for hair loss that you get from thyroid issues, and it's so great for bringing down a lot of the stress and the drain of what happens when you have adrenal fatigue or thyroid issues. And then the final way that you might be suffering from PMS or hormone fluctuation or out of sync hormones is from your menstruation cycle, or from being premenopausal, postmenopausal. Your hormones are always doing something, and they're always moving, especially when you have your monthly cycle. Your hormones are like fluctuating like crazy. Your progesterone and estrogen is like producing and dropping and raising, and it's doing all this like crazy stuff. So a lot of symptoms of these things, like having your monthly cycle, can be PMS, infertility, difficult or irregular cycles, spotting, low libido, night sweats, and hot flashes if you are premenopausal. So something that I've been researching and looking into is liver detox. So liver detox is something that you can actually be doing throughout the month, throughout your cycle. Actually helps to aid hormone regulation, which I think is super cool. So your liver actually detoxes your body and helps with regulating your hormones, which is like the neatest thing ever. I never even understood this before. So lemon essential oil for liver detox is super amazing. So putting a drop or two of lemon essential oil into your water bottle, drinking that every single day, will actually help to regulate and try and assist with the hormone fluctuation that's going on, which is super amazing. There's so many beautiful, amazing properties. And then finally, my essential oils that I would use for hormonal balancing, for PMS, for premenopausal, all of those things. My number one favorite baby in the entire world is clary sage. Clary sage. Let me say it again. Clary sage, you guys. I don't live my life without this stuff. It is the best freaking thing you can do for your hormones. Clary sage has brought me so much relief in pain, in managing stress, managing PMS, managing just all of these emotions that you feel at that time of the month. Because honestly, you guys, it sucks being a woman sometimes. And I don't ever want to be a guy, but God, I would love to give that pain to somebody else. So, clary sage is everything. This essential oil actually has derivatives of hormone balancing properties. So, there's so much research you can do into this, but it actually is known for balancing hormones, and it acts as a type of estrogen, is kind of the science behind it. I won't dive too much into it, but it's kind of how it almost makes your body think that it's putting in a hormone and assisting with balancing your hormones. It basically naturally balances them, which is so freaking cool. So I use it for balancing hormones. Personally, I use it twice a day. I put it on the bottom of my feet twice a day. And when I don't do this, I notice a humongous difference in how my cycle is. My period is way more intense. I have way more PMS. I am way more agitated. It just helps to like bring down so much of the emotion that comes about that time of the month. So it's also really great for relieving pain during your cycle. So rubbing it on your abdomen if you're having cramps, if you're having pain, if you have any ovary pain when you're ovulating as well. Rubbing it into your ankles daily is something that I've also read about. I always do the bottom of my feet because you have the most pores in the bottom of your feet, but some people like to do it in their ankles, so I might try the ankle thing. Why not? And then if you want to amp that up another notch, adding geranium essential oil to the clary sage, or using that instead of clary sage if you like it more. It's also really great for pain, PMS, hormonal fluctuations. And then, of course, diffusing the essential oil close to the time of the month, or any time of the month, because it's so good for your hormones, and adding it into a bubble bath with some Epsom salts and just soaking up that amazing smell. So that is it, you guys. Those are my tips and tricks on which essential oils can help with those 3 main factors that impact your hormones. Hope you enjoyed this video. I absolutely love making it and love researching more and more about hormones, you guys. Oh my god, it's like my favorite topic. So please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. If you guys have any questions or want to talk, please comment below and let me know what you guys thought of this video and what your guys' tips and tricks are to balance your hormones. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.